And I actually want to show y'all a funny clip because when we first purchased the home and we went out there, we thought that the squatters were actually still on the property. So we had to break in. It was a little scary, but it'll be a funny clip for you guys. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be visiting a few flips. We're supposed to have a closing, we'll see if that happens, and I'm here outside of one of our flips, so I'm going to break down the numbers for you guys of what this deal looks like, how we found it, and everything that's going on. And then I'm going to also talk to you guys about how our business model has changed recently over the last couple months and things that we're doing differently. But let's go take a look. Alright, so the first thing I want to tell you guys about this deal and this house is I actually am very familiar with this neighborhood. When the neighborhood was being first built, one of my good friends' moms actually lives a couple streets over. So I've seen this neighborhood go from nothing to what it is. I know the prices that she paid then and what prices are looking like now. So we actually picked this property up from a buddy of mine for $180,000. He actually got it under contract for $140,000. So they made a nice $40,000 assignment. And then we picked it up for $180. We're going to be putting about $17,000 into it, and then we're going to list this bad boy for $260,000 to $270,000. So the house was actually built in 2013, so it's fairly new. As you guys can see, the cabinets are brand new actually. The flooring, nice tile throughout, and we actually have extra flooring. Now the reason that people were looking to sell this property is because during the recent freeze they had a few pipes burst, and I think they just claimed insurance. They got some money, they put a little bit of that money back into the property, but then they decided they just wanted to sell. They had enough equity, so they cashed out. So we're not gonna really mess with too much. We're actually just gonna be touching up the bathrooms, the kitchen, repainting the whole house, doing some new carpet upstairs, and then we're just gonna throw this bad boy on the market. Now, because of the lower grade build, a lot of the homes have been selling from anywhere from $250,000 to $265,000 all the way up to $270,000, and some with the pool have sold for $285,000. So we're hoping by adding our own personal touches with the already nice build that we'll be able to push hopefully $270,000, but if not, even if we end up in $260,000, it's still a really good deal, and technically it's about an 80% deal. As you guys can see, we've already ripped out the shower, tile missing. We're gonna put some nice tile that we've been using in all our other flips, and then on top of that, we're gonna be putting fresh carpet all throughout up here. Now, before I break down what we've been doing so different, why we're changing our business model, it's important to understand through the last couple videos you guys have seen that some of the flips that have taken the longest aren't even the most profitable. So that's really had us to start thinking about things and the deals that we're looking at and the deals that we're actually flipping. And don't get me wrong, it's great to watch HGTV and see all these amazing flips and the house totally transform. But in the reality of it, the things that they don't tell you is you can make a house as pretty as you want, but until it actually sells, that's what the home is worth. And sometimes you spend all this extra money thinking that it's gonna help the sale of the home, and then it doesn't. So now you're over budget and you have holding costs, and all these things really start to add up. Now, I don't want you guys to freak out and think Ben and I are getting out of the flipping business. That's not what I'm saying at all. But let's go meet with Ben and maybe we can talk more about it. Alright guys, I'm here with Mr. Benjamin.
What's going on, everybody?
And we're headed to a closing, and then once we get through with this, I'm gonna break down the deal and why we actually had to close on this deal, because it really should have been a wholesale deal. Hello. Alright guys, so we're here at the closing table. This is a property that we're closing on. And this, like I said, was supposed to be a wholesale deal, and I'm gonna let Mr. Benjamin break down why we could not wholesale this property.
So yeah, it was basically because of the seller and not having full faith in us. He's an investor himself, but he just wanted to be in and out, closed in 15 days, bada bing, bada boom. And the only way we were going to be able to do that was if we were to close it on ourselves or on our own and everything. There were tenants there as well. We thought they were going to be squatters, but fortunately, I guess somebody put the bug in their ear, and they got out a few days after he had a conversation with me, just talking about the tenants and everything. But yeah, we wanted to initially just wholesale it out. You know, we would have saved a little money on money costs and everything like that. But at the end of the day, we were able to have a successful closed transaction and just be in and out.
All right, and so just a quick breakdown on the numbers, because like I said, this was not a home run. This was a 3-week in and out. And another reason why we wanted to get in and out is because we're working with a new lender, and she picked up 4 homes for us, and this is going to be the first one getting paid off, and then we have another one next week. But quick numbers for you. Whenever we close the property, you know, we receive $6,344.82 at closing, which is actual profit too, because we just turned around and resold it. And then today we're walking away with $3,851.66, which puts us at a total net profit of $10,196.48. So not an amazing deal, but a 3-week turnaround, and this deal served a way bigger purpose. Obviously we would have loved to wholesale it, but like Ben said, that just wasn't an option. But this also brings to my point of, like I was telling you guys, why we're changing our business model a little bit. And when we go to the next property, I'm gonna get in depth of what that looks like for us. All right guys, so we're wrapping up the closing, and I actually wanna show y'all a funny clip, because when we first purchased the home and we went out there, we thought that the squatters were actually still in the property. So we had to break in. It was a little scary, but it'll be a funny clip for you guys. And then we're gonna go meet Steven at the other property and break down what I was telling you all about why our business model is changing. Hello? Hello.
Mildew.
Hello?
What's up, my man?
Dude, bro,
And they had like the lane.
someone who owned at least 5 more properties. Got him on the phone. I said, hey, look, I see you own like 5 or 6 properties. Hey.
All right, so you guys see Steven back there, Ben's in the back too. And as you guys know, we just bought a property from Steven in spring. The house is actually the neighboring subdivision over. So we actually picked this up for around the same number as the deal. We're probably gonna do the same thing to it, and I'll break down what that is inside. Or if you guys watched the last video, you already know.
You had to just get him caught up? Get him caught back up?
All right, Benjamin, we bought this one. Sight unseen, how you feeling? First walkthrough.
So we already knew it was gonna have foundation issues. I can definitely feel it, see it. I can even smell the foundation issues, if that even makes sense. But it's all good, you know, it's a part of the game, and it's nothing we can't handle. That's the thing, you know. Initially coming into investing in general, foundation was the scariest thing ever, but now that we've gotten it done before, you know, anything can be fixed for sure. So numbers make sense across the board for the person who brought it to us, for us, and it's gonna work out, so we're good.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a walkthrough. Note that the house does not have power. So with that being said, the lighting isn't the best in here, but I'm gonna show you guys, I mean, it's pretty much the same quality as the last one that we bought from Steven. Rental grade property. It does need some love, but it's not terrible. But let's take a look. Living room, kitchen area.
I need to pay more attention to my properties. I guess because it was such a slam dunk deal, I was like, I'm about to lock this damn thing up. I didn't even see that. There is attic access over here. Damn. I need to pay way more attention to my properties.
Master. So I mean, pretty basic home. 3-2. Dan's getting up in the attic for us. All right, so like I said, Steven brought the deal, so I'm gonna have him break down everything for you guys. Maybe he'll share numbers, because I know what we bought it for, but we usually don't see until closing day. But you tell us a little bit about the deal?
Yeah, what's going on, everyone, guys? So pretty much with this deal here, I got this one on my favorite, a bandit sign lead. I was actually on my way down to vacation, and I got a phone call. So pretty much this deal right here, the lady who owns the property, her husband passed away. She's gone through probate and everything, but she wasn't even the one that called me. One of her daughter's cousins, friend of the family, some guy that was married into the property that she trusted to sell the home, he called me and broke down everything about the deal. And so I said, hey, look, you know, whenever you get back in town, I'll come by and check the property out. And so about 2 weeks after that phone call, I finally got the opportunity to come by the property, made an offer on paper. Then I get a signature that day because obviously the owner wasn't there. And then it took about like maybe another week and a week and a half before I actually got the opportunity to speak with the daughter directly and with the owner of the property directly, which was the mother. And come to find out, her husband had passed away. He was actually a landlord owning multiple rental properties, and this one was just kind of out of hand for her and the family. And I made an offer on it, and I submitted it via DocuSign, and I locked the deal up, guys. And so that's how this one went. So right now, I sold this deal right here to Ben and Derek for like $127.5. I'm still not going to reveal what I got under contract for just yet. They'll see that on the HUD statement. Anytime your buyer asks you that question, I always say, hey, look, you'll see my contract price on the HUD statement, but I just want to make sure these numbers work for you. And that's how you negotiate that. So they don't know my contract price yet, but it works for them, it works for me. So that's it, guys.
So I'll keep you guys updated on the final numbers. Regardless, everybody's eating, and he's going to learn this now, but we're probably going to do the same thing that we did with the last property. And that goes into today's whole video of why we're changing our business model per se, and that is a lot of homes we're just reselling as is. So Steven's gonna make a nice chunk of money, we're gonna make some money, and there's still gonna be equity left in the deal. With this one, we're gonna get a prelim from Open Door. If not, I have a couple other hedge fund buyers that would be interested as well. So a lot of the flips that we're doing nowadays, we're either just wholesaling or throwing them on the MLS, or we're just reselling them as is. Maybe we'll take 5 to 10 grand less, but we have so many projects going on that everybody's still making money, everybody's still winning, and you love to see it. And we still get to do deals with Steven. This is deal number what that we've done with you?
All right, so we got my first JV deal in Pearland. You guys bought the Baytown deal. You guys bought my other spring deal, and you bought this spring deal. So we JV'd on one, and I've actually sold 3 to you guys.
So 4 deals, guys, from somebody who took action, struggled a little bit in the beginning, and now has just like caught that momentum. And I mean, he's still doing the basics, guys, like bandit signs. Like, we're in Houston, most people aren't doing bandit signs, and I see Steven signs everywhere because we have projects all over the city. So don't think that it doesn't still work. Direct mail, bandit signs, all these marketing forms work. It's just more about being consistent. So you'll see. And then after this, guys, we're gonna go to our other flip on branding. You guys will see the progress, and I'll talk a little bit about those numbers and why we actually decided to do a full flip on that one instead of the new business model that we've kind of been going after right now. All right, guys, last stop of the day is a flip that we have going on, and I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour. As you can see, we're making progress. Gotta get some landscaping out here, but let's go take a look on the inside, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys on why we decided to actually take this one down ourselves. So right now we're in what was at one point a 2-car garage that was for the house. A lot of these homes in the neighborhood turn these into bedrooms, and that's what the previous owner had done. Now, we got this lead through a partnership. We're actually JVing on this deal. We're gonna do a 60-40 split, so that's just an FYI. If you're in Houston, you have deals that meet our criteria, we're happy to partner with you. We get 60% because we're obviously bringing in the money, we're taking on more risk, but our partner did bring the deal, which is also very vital as well. So we've been working on this one. I'll give you guys a full before and after video once we're completely done, so you can see the transformation, because we spent a lot of money on this flip, but it's gonna look really good, and we're hoping it to sell for higher. But we did lock this one up for $75,000. We did end up having to pay $3,000 for taxes for the old sellers. It's just part of it. And the main reason we did a full flip was just based on the JV the timeline, the amount of work and everything that went into this deal, it just made more sense for us to close on it. But like I told you guys, Ben and I are kind of changing our business model, or just doing more of the quick flips, the as-is flips, selling to hedge funds, selling to open door. We have so many projects going on right now and so many properties that we own currently. It's good if a majority of those we're just flipping quickly, you know, in it a month, 2 months max. Because as we've learned from previous deals, the holding cost is what really starts to add up and eat into the profit. All right, so let me give you guys a preview of like what the backyard looked like, because this used to be a lot closed off. I actually had, one of the first things that we did with this property was had a bunch of trees trimmed. So you actually could barely walk back here. This whole area is open now. And what it really does is it opens up this backyard. We had a lot of the trees that were along the fence line trimmed up, and it just opens up this whole back space. All right guys, and that's pretty much going to conclude today's video. I hope this was informative for you guys. As you see, we're just kind of tailoring to what we have going on in our business. We have a lot more flips, so we're willing to take a little bit less if we can overturn them a lot quicker. Not only does that get our lenders paid back faster, it also puts money in our pockets a lot quicker rather than waiting 4 to 6 months. Sometimes flips drag out. It can be a nightmare sometimes, but I hope you guys learned something. I still have a couple emails and stuff to do, but that's pretty much gonna wrap it for today, guys. If you could like, subscribe, share this video, tell a friend. Just so you know, I'm trying to drop 2 new videos a week, and I'm dropping daily content on Instagram and TikTok. But until the next video, peace.